Today's Trash to Treasure project, we take some really inexpensive beads and turn them into some really cute little bottles that can go in your dollhouse bathroom or on the vanity of the lady of the house. So join me and see how easy and inexpensive this little project can be. Alright, so today we are going to make, let me set this down, some little perfume bottles. This one's going to need a sequin or something glued on the bottom because it won't stand up, but we got one like this. I made some others, and these can be any scale. Like this would be fine for an 18-inch doll. This one would be good for Barbie. Just think about what will fit in your doll's hand. This red one could be either Barbie or Dollhouse. It just depends on what beads you've got. Got a variety here, and I'm going to show you like this whole box. A lot of these, see this one and this one and this one and those came out of here. This is $2 worth of beads from the dollar bin at the craft store. These two are from this package from Dollar Tree. So you don't have to use really expensive beads. These, I have no idea where I got those. Another thing we could use are these pins, and I'll show you how we use those. We also need either sewing pins or jewelry head pins, and I've got some nice short jewelry head pins. And we need glue. Look for glue that says it works for jewelry. Now I tried, on some of these I used this super glue and it clouded the beads. If you look really closely, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it clouded this bead. It made it white. So it's not a good choice. But if all you've got super glue, go for it. You might get a cloudy spot, but it's not that big a deal. So pick a bead that will fit your doll's hand. And kind of look and see what you've got. You'll need some wire cutters. You'll need some glue. Like I said, glue that's made like this specifies jewelry. It's good for jewelry, so it will work. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, we've got this one. Let's do this one with this pin. So I've got the pin. I need to kind of guesstimate how deep that bead is. You're gonna, for this one, we're gonna cut off the pin first. See if I can do this on camera. Ouch. And throw that pin end away someplace safe. Now we've got that. And I thought this was a kind of a cool bead. It's got these little gems in the side of it. Now I'm using cheap beads today. I kind of debated, do I do this on a regular Sunday video or do I do it on a Thursday video? But I'm doing it on a Thursday video because I like doing it with these cheap beads. But you can spend lots of money on really expensive beads and get some really neat little bottles. In fact, there's people who make lots of money that way. Now with these, I'm going to use the head pin. Now if your head pin, like these beads, the hole is big enough the head pin can kind of sneak up through it. So go ahead and put lots of glue down there and pull that down and let that glue dry. Get that bead clear to the bottom and let that glue dry. This one, so let's do something a little different. Let's, okay, that bead is gone. No, it isn't. I found it. Let's see, and also you could just do it this way too. If you don't have a head pin, what I'm going to do is run some glue around the top of this. Come on, stand up. and just put that one on the top. And that'll be really cool. I'm going to let this glue dry, and then I'll come back and I'll put a head pin in this one. I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I'm hoping that this, whoops, I forgot to turn all my lights on. I'm hoping that my glue is dry enough to work now. If not, we'll fake it. So now, we want to kind of guess, let's see, I'm going to put a let's see, which bead am I going to use for this one? I'll use that one. Well, that's pretty big. I'll use a little tiny one. So the idea here is we want to cut the end of the head pin off, but not leave so much that it sticks out. This is going to stick out a little, but I'm hoping it's going to look kind of like it's the knob on the top. You can kind of play with these. There's so many beads out there for sale that I'm sure you can come up with something that's different. Let's see if I can do this. I don't want. Let's use this. Oh, I've just got it steered on there. Okay, come on. Yes, I've been reduced to talking to my beads. Start using a pin. Oh, that's going to be kind of cool because it's going to have just a little bit of metal sticking out of the top. Hopefully you're seeing that. I have no idea. Let's cut this one. My glue is dripping out of my tube of glue all over my table. Good thing we're working on the tile today. It's been one of those days. Okay. Now, but just look at your bead stash. I think all of us have a tendency to buy beads, and sometimes without any idea what we're going to do with them. Now that would be better if it was a contrasting color, but it looks kind of cool. And let's do this one with that blue one. Now try to close my fingers over the end of the head pin so it doesn't get away from me and go flying across my room, because I really don't want to step on that later. I think I should have cut that one off shorter. Nope, it's fine. So there we go. That's all there is to making these little perfume type bottles. I'll put it on later. So, and this is actually quite addictive once you get started making these little bottles. Let's see if I can go down closer. Are we going to focus? Come on. Are we going to focus? Come on. There we go. Let's see if I can get these where you can. I think that one is really cool. We've got this one. You may need to glue them to your tray. You can use a little piece of mirror. You can use a little piece of cardboard. I mean, you can make a vanity tray out of almost anything, a jewelry finding, whatever. And remember, they can be other scales. They can be bigger. So have fun with it. Cheap beads or expensive beads, it doesn't matter. You can spend big bucks on beads and make little bottles, or you can spend pennies on beads and make little bottles. If you're making a big display, maybe make a few with really expensive beads and then fill in with these cheaper ones in the background. So I hope you enjoyed today's Trash to Treasure project. Join me again next time and see what we do then.